Welcome to the world record fight on the most impressive Trackmania track in recent history. It took the best players in the world about a week to even finish it once, and now that the dust has settled a bit, we are here to see the 3 best tower climbers battle it out. This track is called Deep Dip. It is a 2 kilometers high tower with a start at the bottom and the finish at the very top. There are no checkpoints in between. If you make just one mistake, the run could potentially be over as you fall to the ground floor. An intense, nerve-wracking experience and a whole lot of fun to watch. Let's now focus on the top players. Place your bets on who took the current world record. Will it be Virtual, Spam or Lars? All 3 great Twitch streamers. You can see their progression in the top left. More details are in the video description. I will throw in some commentary along the way and some custom cameras to give some context and get a good overview of the fight. And we see Spam going for the first cut. Plenty of smaller cuts were already found on the track. You won't see them pulling them all off, especially as we get higher up in the tower, as the stakes at that point are just too high. Someone though did the maths on how long a perfect run would be, but I'll tell you that number in the end. By the way, we just passed my personal best after trying for about an hour. Quick look behind shows that Lars is still very close to Spam, Virtual ahead with quite the lead, but this isn't a normal track. One mistake can cost you minutes. And just to give you another perspective on the difficulty, the track has now been out for 3 weeks and there has been 7 finishers in total. Jumping to Lars' perspective, let's see if he can overtake Spam as he's getting super close to him now. And Lars overtakes. Virtual up ahead took a good 7 seconds to line up the next jump, giving Lars and Spam a chance to catch up. Suddenly, after 4 minutes of intense stunt driving, all 3 players meet. This precision ice part has been a killer of many runs, but we see Lars flying through this and gaining a solid lead. Can you spot the glass pipe up ahead on the left? That's part of an especially devious trap. We're gonna see that later again. By the way, the height tracking was made possible by a plugin called Heightometer, and I hope it sparks some of you members to build some tower maps of your own, since it is an incredibly fun concept. One such map was already created. It is called The Cube by Shorty, and it is thankfully way easier than Deep Dip, but still a nice challenge for me and probably many of you too, who will never be able to finish Deep Dip. I'll leave a link in the description. Lars in first getting a bit unlucky with the water, as it takes a while to flip him over, giving Virtual a chance to catch up. Spam is also not too far behind, as we see him in the bottom right corner. Let's follow Virtual now for a bit and see if he can keep up with Lars. And there it is, Virtual with the first big mistake. The jump is just a little too short, but luckily for him he doesn't drop too far down. Let's jump up to Lars, who now gets up to the part Virtual just tried to reach from a different direction. There's actually two ways to get there. We see Spam sticking the landing as well, not too far behind. A crucial part coming up now though. A 180 flip out of a bobsleigh into a loop, keeping as much speed as possible to clear the next big jump as Lars gets it. 900 meters cleared first. Lars will get a short break as he needs to wait for his wheels to dry up here, so let's look at what the others are doing. Virtual just cleared the 900 meters mark. Will he stick the sketchy magnet flip? Yes, he will. Okay, back to Lars on the height meter. We see Spam just cleared the 900 as well. Lars still in the lead. Virtual is now only 10 meters behind Lars, ready to attack at any moment. Spam a little further now, but definitely not out of the picture. There we see Virtual just one level below, but at the speed Lars is going at, he can only hope for a mistake to be able to catch up, but Lars is showing some incredible consistency right now. A balancing part coming up. Lars has been realigning the last few jumps, not going in directly, giving Virtual some valuable seconds to catch up, and this might be the place for it to happen. Lars gets off the balance beam first, backs up to get more speed. Definitely a smart thing to do at this height, but not so Virtual, attacking directly, taking the chance and grabbing the lead. Very difficult part coming up for Virtual. But he made it look easy. The ice quarter pipe jump is so finicky to not slide too much and lose the right angle. He makes the jump, in contrary to Lars, who pulls the safety line in the last second, stops and will try this jump again, losing a few seconds, but still better than falling down. Quick look back at Spam, who is now catching up to Lars after Lars' mistake. Virtual made it up the wall in the meantime. A look back at the balance beam, Lars and Spam so close to each other. Can they make the difficult jump? Yes! Both reach the next floor. Spam and Lars now needing to flip their cars to go up the magnet wall, and Lars will struggle here for almost a minute, giving Spam the chance to build up some advantage. That's not very interesting, so I put this flying cam in here to get a sense of the distance to Virtual, who has just crossed the 1500 meters. Remember the glass pipe? Here it is, the snake, an especially cruel part. If you fall off here, the glass pipe will transport you down to the very beginning without any chance of savior. A break for Virtual as he will touch the wall for some seconds to de-ice his wheels. Quick look back at Spam. Looks like he's making steady progress. Big mistake from Virtual, could have easily ended the run, but fortunately for him he lands relatively quickly, just a few meters below at the part we just saw Spam at, who is now in some crazy turns of events coming out on top. And while we're at it, look at Lars' height-o-meter. Huge mistake by Lars, costing him at least a minute or two of progress as well. Mistakes back to back, another jump by Virtual, just a bit too short again, a rather lucky landing, not losing too much progress, and just like that, Spam is firmly in first. Let's watch if it will stay that way. Tower is becoming more and more devious by the minute. With wet wheels, your brakes barely function. And look behind the pipe. The mapper placed launch pads everywhere, so if you go a bit too fast, you get ejected from the tower and the run is over. Every jump here on water plastic is so sketchy. Watch this next one. Oh, okay, now that is as close as you can get to not falling off. Another nifty trick here, you can get rid of the water wheels against this tree. It will take a while, so let's have a quick look back at the other two. can't imagine the adrenaline once you make it up here. Spam still firmly ahead, but at every jump, the 0% height is only 10 seconds of falling away. Custom horn for good luck by Spam, and it helped. After 28 minutes of insanity, Virtual and Spam still only a few meters apart. All stunts up here with the added pressure are just crazy to pull off. Spam turtles, is this it or can he recover? He recovers, but that must have sent his pulse to a personal best. Spam carefully lining up this rail. You need enough speed or you can easily get stuck on it. But he makes it, and now there's only one more trick to do to reach the top floor. The loop-de-loop. You gotta exit at the right time. Can he do it? There is a small booster at the bottom, but you gotta go around a few times. 3, 4, and the angle has to be perfect. Can he do it? Takes another turn. Commits. Looks good. You can still turtle, but he doesn't turtle. Immediately goes for speed. We have to go a few times around the top part, and then the finish is close. But the finish jump is also not trivial. goes for it. Lineup looks good and he makes it into the finish. Spam takes it with a time of 30 minutes and 57 seconds. What a ride. Virtual in second place with 32 minutes and 40 seconds. Took about 2 minutes longer, and Lars with a 36 minutes time. Oh, amazing map. Thanks to all the mappers. If you want to watch another thrilling fight on an insane endurance map, click this video on top. And if you are a mapper, why not give the tower mapping a shot? By the way, the optimal segmented run took about 17 minutes. Check out the video of that here if you want. Hope you enjoyed. See you next time. Goodbye!